enjoy. Very much appreciate you tuning in. And phone lines are open for you. 941-206-1580, toll free, 888-441-1580. You can email us. The address is ccspeaks@live.com. Check us out on Facebook, Charlotte County Speaks Facebook page, and listen to us live streaming on the web, as well as getting all kinds of great videos like Peter is filming right now on our homepage at wccfam.com, also on iHeartRadio. A couple of announcements here quickly. Paul Ryan going to be having a big rally at the Lee County Sports Complex tonight. Pookie printed out tickets as soon as she heard me say it yesterday, so we're going to be going. Why? Because, well, John Rich from Big and Rich is going to be there. And that's always going to be a fun time. So that's going to be a good time tonight. You could probably still get tickets if you want. Just log on to mittromney.com/events. It's Punta Gorda Day in the 10 o'clock hour on Thursday, third Thursday, and that brings us Carolyn Freeland. How you doing, Carolyn?
I'm doing well, thank you. Appreciate being here.
Well, thank you very much for showing up. We got a lot of stuff going on in Punta Gorda. You've been very busy lately.
We have been busy, and again, I'm basically finishing up my first year as council member. Yeah. So
how's it been?
It's been interesting. Very interesting.
I'm sure it has. So let's get right to it. What do we got going on?
Well, just today is the last day now for the field canine events.
That's
the
right.
trials.
Yeah, we had them on the show a couple weeks ago.
Did you? Yeah. Well, I was able to watch some of the events and just amazing. I mean, these pups are amazing. And this morning through 4 o'clock in South County Park and also Carmelita Field, they'll be doing the apprehension work, which is apprehending a suspect and what the process is there for the dogs and how they...
Got the guy in the suit there, so he bites his arm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, don't want one of those dogs chasing me,
no,
for
you
sure.
Don't, definitely.
For sure. So there's also a demo this evening, 6:30 to 8:30 at Charlotte Sports Park. So if anyone is interested, they really should check it out.
And this is a great event. I mean, we've had it here a couple of times, not as big as this event has been here. We've had the canines in town, but this is a huge event. Has been canine teams from all over the nation,
all over the nation. Yes, and in fact, the other day I had a chance to meet some of the police force from Connecticut and New York. On the back of their shirts was NYPD. I'm thinking I may have seen them on TV.
Yeah, really? Were you on TV? Well, that's great, and bring in some nice tourism dollars too.
Definitely,
that's always good to see.
We're very, very pleased. And they are thrilled when I talked with some of the police officers. I mean, they are thrilled to be in Punta Gorda and Charlotte County. They are enjoying themselves, and we invited them to come back. Come back on vacation. So.
And Harbor Walk, that seems to be going along pretty good.
The Harbor Walk is going along fine. Finally have agreement with the Waterfront Hotel to doing the sidewalks around.
Back of the Tiki Bar there.
Back of the Tiki Bar, so that's going to be underway shortly. One of the things I did want to mention is our 125th anniversary for Punta Gorda. Council member Rachel Kiesling is chairing that, and there's lots going on. And just need to check out our website for the city's website.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're very excited that on November 17th, it's just now about a month away, we're going to have happening on the harbor. And that is, we are inviting everyone who has a boat, doesn't matter what size, what kind, to come to the harbor between Gilchrist and Lashley Park, fill up our mooring balls, fill up our area, anchor out, whatever you'd like to do. We are going to have overhead pictures that are going to be taken as part of the Punta Gorda Isle Civic Association's 50th anniversary.
Wow, 50 years.
That's 50 years for the association, but rather than keeping it just to the PGI, we're inviting everyone to join us in a party. So there'll be a party at Lashley Park, but also there'll be all kinds of anchorages, all kinds of activities going on during the day.
Nice.
And one of the neat things, again, to promote our community, is that Claiborne Young, who hosts a cruiser's net. I don't know if you're familiar or not with it.
Yeah.
But on his cruiser's net, he invited everyone that might be in the area from, I guess Key West up to the northern parts here on the Gulf to come and join us. So we may have a whole lot of people.
Excellent. Well, he gave a presentation last year, didn't he?
He did. He did. And again, working with Team Punta Gorda, we now have a website, again, information on his site to promote our city. And of course, that along with the Voters Alliance with their address, Boat to Punta Gorda. It's, everything is just coming together. We're just promoting and marketing our city and our town. We're just so excited about it.
And the 125th anniversary.
The 125th,
birthday.
there's so much,
Yeah.
so many activities going on. And I'm not even sure, I know that Rachel will be on probably next month to talk about in detail all the specifics. But,
Okay.
I mean, to think about a chess tournament for our students, you know, as
Wow.
part of the events. There's going to be a tennis tournament. They call that something else. I don't play tennis, but
I don't
big,
either.
okay. So, but
Yeah.
a big event and bringing all the teams competing against one another here in the community. So, again, there's just a lot of things, and obviously there'll be historical events going on and
Sure.
lectures and parties downtown. So it should be a lot of fun.
Excellent. Also, the long-range plan. Kind of go over that for the next few months. Here.
In terms of our strategic,
Mhm.
thinking about our strategic plan, that's one of the things I think that we are very, very proud of in terms of what we have been accomplishing this past year, in terms of taking a look, bringing the people in, asking them in terms of what their vision is for the city. And, you know, as a vision, we want to be the model for small cities across the United States. So that is our vision. And our mission, of course, is to be one of the best places to live, work, and visit, along with maintaining our character and our wonderful historic background, but also our waterfront, promote our waterfront initiatives. So it'll be really, again, I think it's going to help shape our direction in the future.
And also, I understand you had a nice little ceremony for
Oh, we did.
Harvey.
You know, and Charles.
And Charles,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yesterday at the council meeting, it was kind of hard for me not to tear up because these are two people who have worked for our community for the past 6 years. You know, you think about it, it was right after Hurricane Charlie,
Mhm.
and so much that was in decimation, and both of them together have helped really rebuild our city, again, along with everyone else. And again, we don't say that it's just council members that do this, but it's the council working with our community that helps push our agenda forward. And so much has been accomplished over the past 6 years. So again, from me to them also, heartfelt thanks for all the work that they've done, for their commitment, for their caring for our community. Just
Yeah.
great
Oh,
guys.
definitely.
Great guys.
Definitely.
I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss them. Of
Well,
course.
I'm sure we're going to see him around town.
Oh, well, we will, but, you know, it's, again, it's my first year in the council, it provided some kind of a steadiness,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
in terms of
Yeah,
what's
indeed.
been happening in the history of the organization. But it's gonna change. We've got
Indeed.
2 new faces with Kim Devine and Tom Cavanaugh, so it'll be an interesting
Yeah.
difference.
Well, you know, once I get in and settled in, I'm sure. You know,
Oh, I'm sure,
be running smooth.
definitely.
How's speaking of running smooth? How's Bal Harbor looking?
It's wonderful. You have to come by and
Is it
check
done
it out.
now?
It's done. It
Okay.
is done, and we have bike lanes, and it's paved, and all the sewer activity has been completed. So, yes, so that's all done. So and again, moving in a number of other projects now in the city. You're seeing the sidewalks along 41
Mm-hmm.
that are being completed. So, you know, step by step, things are happening. Things are happening.
What other projects and things you got coming up?
Well, one of the things that I want to mention is our Citizens Academy. I don't
Yes.
know,
Mm-hmm.
we had a very good past 2 years, this past year rather, we had 2 major sessions. And the Citizens Academy, I had recommended, which I'm pleased to say, but when I first was running for city council, I thought I knew a lot about the city. You know, I thought I had everything. And then I started visiting the departments. We have such amazing staff, and they are doing such a good job. And when I was done, I'm thinking, everyone should know about this. You know, we should get our citizens involved and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did, and the council members obviously agreed, and the staff were willing to do this. So we have had 2 sessions, and they focus on things like administration, our public safety office, or utilities, finance, public works, and growth management. And of course, you could ask any one of the, quote, graduates from our 7-week sessions, but they will probably tell you that our police and fire really compete. You know, one has guns, the other has hoses, and they really like to compete in terms of showing off their stuff. But they're doing just a wonderful job. We have a winter session that begins on January 8th and goes through April 9th. The deadline for applications, which are on our website, is December 28th. So if anyone is interested, again, the whole idea is to give citizens an understanding of what's going on, but also hopefully to encourage new leadership to be willing to step up on our committees, our board committees, commissions, etc., as well as city council. You know, someone had mentioned to me the other day, they said, you know, everyone that's on the board now hasn't had any competition, you know, to be on the council. We would like to have people competing for the positions and have...
well, and that's been kind of historic, it seems. I've lived here 15 years now, but this election cycle, you have more people getting involved, and I just think it's a great thing that more citizens want to get involved in this. And what better way to start off than, you know, going through the Citizens Academy, so you can find out, you know, maybe get some questions that you might have had, you know, answered.
That's right. I mean, our finance department goes through very great detail with regards to our budgeting process and what have you. And again, I wish I had had a Citizens Academy before. And again, I did go around to all the departments, and you get that on an individual basis. But here, when you have other people involved, they maybe ask different questions than you might ask. You know? So it's really a worthwhile project, and I'm again so pleased that our staff is able to accommodate. And I mean, they come back home with manuals filled with information. So
and people can find out more on the city's website.
They can find that out. www.pgorda.us.
pgorda.us.
So it's real easy, and yes, so we have the academy. Again, I keep wanting to promote our city.
Well, that's part of your job.
That's part of my job. You can't blame me. We've done a lot of things in terms of business development over this past year. But one of the things that I like, and since we have a camera, I can show
you can show that. You can watch it later.
A picture. This is our economic development resource profile. This is also on the website. It's available for any businesses that are interested in finding out more about Punta Gorda. But it provides all kinds of background information in terms of what we have available in the city, in terms of properties, in terms of transportation, in terms of other kinds of support. So it's just has wonderful pictures of our community, but it also provides all the information in terms of our airlines and air access, where we are. You can see that, again, the pictures in terms of location, so that...
Now, does county tourism help you in that regard, or county economic development, or
they do? But this particular piece was done, I believe. The county also has a profile on the county, but this was done by Morin, Stahl, and Boyer for us at a very reasonable price, and worked through the Economic Development Task Force that we have in conjunction with the Chamber of Commerce, the Punta Gorda Chamber of Commerce. So the Chamber has this available. It's also available, obviously, on their website and our website. But again, this is just a paper copy, but when it's done on a really slick paper, it looks very, very good.
Yeah.
But again, and I can leave this with you, but
please.
But the material that we have, we talk a little bit about our hurricane and what have you, and how we've grown and
the
how we've developed.
Success.
And the success that we've had.
Yeah.
You know, we give graphs in terms of employment, workforce issues, business amenities, our hotels, and the kinds of conference rooms that we have, real estate. So it talks about our educational programs, and again, our schools are wonderful, and we have new schools available, our housing. So it does really provide a lot of really great stuff that, again, our businesses or any businesses could utilize.
Yeah.
And again, I always suggest to our residents, I know we have friends up north that still are in business or sort of thinking about maybe moving their businesses, have them think about Punta Gorda.
Why not?
In Charlotte County.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we have so much to offer here in our community.
The price is right, taxes are low, why not?
That's right. That's right.
All right, we have to take a quick break, folks, and we'll be right back on News Radio 1580 WCCF.